What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy, ProGraps, your favorite wrestling shit talking stick figure here. And honestly, I just wanted to say, Profound Pondering is one of the best creators on this platform. Shouts out him. And we have officially hit 3,000 subs. PG3K is now activated. Let's go. Look, I love y'all. Thank you so much. I'm gonna save all the sappy thank you, know what I'm saying, the pro sappy stuff at the end. But thank y'all so much, deeply, truly. But yeah, we're gonna get straight into it. And hi, my name's Adrian, and I like wrestling.
Broke their hearts, and now they're looking to do some breaking of their own. Watch out for these psychos.
Wrestling is really weird, y'all. Professional wrestling. Like, have you ever been in that scenario where you gotta explain why you like wrestling to another grown-ass person that just don't get it? And it's just like, you know, you get the whole explanation down and then they just... But it's fake, though. Like... But wrestling is the only sport, right, that so many people watch and love, and I don't know, just so many others don't get why people watch it. Now, I get it. Well, I get wrestling, but like, I get why people have the negative viewpoint on it of like, you know, but it's fake though. And honestly, you know, I think, yeah, that's a fair reason, but I feel like it's also for multiple reasons, right? Wrestling is super goofy. It could be really bad and campy, and it's low-key because of the community, okay? It's because of its presentation online, and just because of the internet. I feel like, you know, nothing is behind the curtain now. And I was gonna say, oh, it's because of y'all, but like, not my people, you know what I'm saying? The ProGrappian familia, we some cool cats, you know, we tweet our opinions online in orderly fashion, but the rest of y'all alright, you know what I'm saying? But for this video, we shooting straight from the hip, brother. Negative graps. I don't know. I couldn't think of any other punchline. Just roll the thingy. Okay, so first things first. The IWC, the Internet Wrestling Community. For those that do not know, there is three sides of wrestling fandom and the community as a whole, right? There's the casuals, you know, they don't be tapped in on Twitter, they ain't got notifications on for each wrestling journalist, they just tune in to their weekly wrestling programs from week to week, whether that's WWE, AEW, maybe there's TNA casuals still, I don't know, but casuals is 1/3. The next piece is the cool ProGrappian tapped in side. Now what does that mean, PG? Yo, you know, we follow the Wrestle Ops and the other journalists. We don't care for Mr. Meltzer, you know what I'm saying? But we are very tapped into the sport, right? We see the dirt sheets from time to time. We see behind the scenes stuff. And, you know, we stay tapped into majority of the IWC just to see what's going on in wrestling, right? And we got our opinions, you know, but we not shitting in other people's bowls of wrestling, you know what I'm saying? We ain't pissing in other people's drinks of wrestling, you know what I'm saying? We got respect for others, you know? We don't care about tribalism or any of that nonsense. Like, who cares, right? But this third piece, now, this really who this part of the video is for. The weird gatekeeping, tribalistic, y'all stink, the funky part of the IWC. There's a big piece of the IWC that are honestly just weird, you know? This side of the community are those weirdly obsessed fans with companies and promotions that don't even know them. They be posting their opinions on Twitter every day into the void, just shitting on other people's opinions for what they like. They poop on you if you don't like what they like. They're really weird and tribalistic for some reason. Dorks. I don't know. Honestly, this is what I really want to talk about. Now, I've been a wrestling fan for years, right? I've seen the delusional side of wrestling fandom, and I've seen the pretty calm, sane side of it too. And y'all dork tribalistic fans be the ones that ruin this shit for mad casual people, bro. Some grown-ass man can not watch wrestling for 15 years. He'd be like, oh, you know, let me tap into what's going on nowadays. He searches up WWE 2025 on Twitter or whatever. It'd be 3 WWE posts and then the opinion of like 6 straight dorks just, look at how they're using Io Sky and Dragon Lee. Oh my god, how could they? Y'all gonna scare the casuals away, bro. Cause y'all do nothing but talk smack and drop scary ass tweets into the void about these wrestlers, bro. Why do people care about ratings? They don't pay us when they have more viewers one show compared to others. I never got that, bro. When people like, oh, AEW did better than NXT or Raw this week with these ratings, blah blah blah. Raw did who gives a shit, bro? I'm the one watching it. I don't care how many other people are seeing it. You know what I mean? And like, I get it, you know, you could have your opinion, all right? That's what these platforms are for, you know? But y'all tweet into the void, and, you know, screw the casuals for a calm second, right? Screw that argument, right? Garbage, poof, gone. I'm sorry if you are a casual watching this, you know? I love you. You to go. But this is also the same reason why a lot of people fall out of love with the overall sport, right? Because there's so much negativity stirred around it from its own people that love this shit, quote unquote, right? Look, I got a friend, you know, a really good brother of mine named Andrew Garfield. Y'all might know him. And, you know, he fell into the whole, I don't like wrestling the same no more. Now, granted, you know, it's because the companies he watched may be poopy at times, which is fair, but also because it's always the same slop on his feeds, the same negative rants online about things that ain't that deep, stuff that probably won't change because it helps the business. People compare different promotions and poop one over the other because they don't like that style. Then objectively, dog, it's just not for you, bro. There's millions of other promotions to watch. Oh my god, my wrestling ring has ads on the mat. This is so ugly. Oh my god, how could they sell out? Granted, the Fortnite logo was funny as shit, but how could they sell out? Kenny Omega versus Okada. Okada versus AJ Styles. Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega. All of these matches happen in New Japan Pro Wrestling, which has ads all over the goddamn ring, bro. People complain about WWE doing this just because it's WWE, right? Like, that shit makes no sense to me. And plus, halfway through the match, I'm not even paying attention to the ads because I'm focused on the match itself, bro. Now, look, y'all got me sounding like I'm a WWE defender or some shit. Like, the company does suck ass right now. Don't get me wrong. I'm just talking about the overall sport, bro. People complain about the same stuff, and it's like, okay, just don't watch the product, dog. The constant moping and complaints online do turn people off from the sport. I made a video talking about this briefly called Dear Wrestling, right? Now, that video was solely inspired by Kenny Beecham, King of the Fourth Quarter. For those that don't know, he's a basketball content creator, one of the goats of this shit, right? And he has a brand called Enjoy Basketball. The whole point of his content and his brand and his image is literally that, to just enjoy the sport. Now, of course, there's something negative you can say about anything in life, right? But why pay attention to that and just constantly feed into that? You're just ruining the experience for yourself and others. And you're overlooking any positive aspects of any of the shit that you're moping about, bro. Now, you can say, oh, PG, just don't be on wrestling Twitter. But the truth is, we won't get off, right? I like the positive side of the community, you know, the creators, the random videos of a kid reacting to seeing their favorite wrestler win. Oh, ProGraps, are you telling us to just shut up and enjoy the product? No, I don't care what you like in terms of wrestling, because at the end of the day, as long as you ProGrapian, we coolin'. Just stop posting the same goddamn complaints online. Them shits is annoying.
Never know.
Alright, before I speak on this part, I just want to clarify. I got no beef with nobody, alright? I don't want no beef with nobody. I don't care enough, okay? I got no beef with nobody. But this part, I'm speaking from just a fan perspective. The ProGraps perspective, gone, evaporated, poof, don't exist, okay? I think the content creation side of wrestling is a little weird, right? Wrestling is the only sport that is scripted, the only sport that is based off so much creativity and imaginative thoughts. And I don't know, I feel like the content people make to display that sport just don't match it. Now, what do I mean by this, right? I feel like so much of wrestling YouTube is just copy and paste and doing what the next creator does. Now, granted, that's just YouTube, right? That's how you get your views and numbers up, you know, whatever, I get it, right? But from a fan perspective of someone that just want to watch some cool shiz, you know, if I go to the front page of my YouTube home page, it's gonna be some internet pit stop videos, goated YouTuber, some Bisley channel videos, goated YouTuber, some Prim's Hood Cinema, goated YouTuber, some Half Past Noon, goated creator, some random lo-fi sleep streams, you know, cause your boy loves those. and then just wrestling content that most likely recycles ideas that I've seen 1,000 times, right? Now, mind you, there is so many creators I found that are fan-freaking-tastic, right? So many people on this platform that do make great wrestling content. People that make creative content that matches what wrestling is, right? Content that makes me want to watch wrestling because of what their video is displaying. It's inspiring, you know what I mean? You got creators like X3 who, you know, he be reminiscing on niche things about wrestling that I don't see anyone else talking about on the platform, right? Funny dude, a literal legend in the community. Creators like Deontay DDJ, right, who's one of the best green screen YouTubers on this platform. His content is some of the best on it, right? Phoenix Nitro constantly reinvents himself with wrestling content, different types of ideas, from gaming to reactions to booking his own show, like a pioneer on the platform and a literal legend, dog. The DPW boys, Pulse, New Legacy, Tony Pizza Guy, legends. Alex Webb, editing, monster. His videos are really good. Joseph Montesillo, if I said the last name wrong, I deeply apologize. But this man inspires me to watch wrestling, hearing him talk about it, bro. Like a genius, bro. WrestleWave, a group of creators that are funny, creative, and a good example of what type of wrestling content should be pushed forward more, bro. Beaner Bronco Buster, he makes dope introspective videos about wrestling. Garth and Brandon too, you know what I'm saying? Some cool cats, but yeah, these are the type of creators that should be pushed forward more, and the algorithm should push more towards, like, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of others, you know. If I didn't say your name, it don't mean I don't rock with you, you know. I'm trying to get through the video. And with this message, I say to anybody watching and listening, stop looking for creations and start creating content to look for, you know. Create like a child, edit like a scientist. I feel like you could do so much with the wrestling content space, but I don't know, to people that have been thinking about making a channel or whatever about wrestling, just do it, bro. Make that first video, make that first edit. Let's make the space more creative and fun and passionate. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna dive more into that, but be the change you want to see. So with all that being said, you know, that's just how I feel in terms of the outside of the ring wrestling culture. I ain't got beef for nobody. If you feel a type of way about my opinion, it is what it is. I don't care. But that's just me. That's how I feel. But on to wrestling itself, though. Is Triple H an evil man? Is Tony Khan an evil man? No. I don't know him, so I assume no. You know, they seem like cool people, but I do feel like in terms of WWE and just how the show has been running, it definitely seems like the money is what matters, right? Like, take John Cena's title run, for example. One of the biggest draws in all of wrestling. He's in his last year. They announced all these last tour dates to come see John Cena. They're setting up a different feud for each pay-per-view to make the most money, which I get it. Do what you gotta do to get the numbers up, you know, but when it comes to the sake of the quality of your product, that's where I get turned off. That's where old ProGrappington starts to doze off, when Logan Paul's coming out to cut a promo about why my city sucks and why he's richer than me, and he's teaming up with John Cena. Now, I will say I am the #1 guy of saying, let him cook, let Triple H book the show, let it happen over time, patience, right, guys? But you could tell definitely when they're just trying to make a compelling story and when they're just trying to get as much money as they can, right? Sacrificing the quality of what makes pro wrestling good. And it's not just Logan Paul. Travis goddamn Scott. Look, I like Travis Scott. I really like Rodeo and Astro World. But why is he coming out to cost Cody Rhodes the World Heavyweight Championship in the main event of WrestleMania? Now, like, there's two sides, right? Two completely different routes that could have happened here. And both results lead in virality and making a lot of money. But one of them is super viral and will make the big buckaroos, which is the reality route that happened, sadly. But why sacrifice the story of John Cena getting the record-breaking title win by teaming up with Travis Scott? Like, what, to just get some clicks from Complex or any other music outlet? Like, this is such a historical moment in pro wrestling history, like, to my history, my GOAT, and you waste it by just having this guy come out that no one cares about in this story. And mind you, it was just Travis Scott. No Rock. Granted, if it was The Rock, sure, that would have even been more viral, but a headline saying Travis Scott helps John Cena win the 17th world title is the grossest shit I've ever seen, dog. The Slim Jim tables? That shit is just hilariously bad, bro. Like, Oh my god, the Saudi shows that started off as clear cash grabs. So let's get John Cena, Triple H, the Brothers of Destruction, and any other legends on this card. Like, this shit was so bad, bro. But ProGraps, WWE has always done this. You know, we've seen Bad Bunny, Floyd Mayweather, Snooki, Jon Stewart, which was also a really bad one. And yeah, that's WWE's thing, right? They're gonna collab with the big celebrities to make money and get clicks, but they never were really in the main event scenes, bro. Never. They never sacrificed the most important scene in wrestling, your main event scene, just to shell out some dollars, dog. Let alone on the biggest stage of them all for a historic moment. Bro, like, I don't know, bro. That check must have been good, right? I'm not even mad at Travis for real. If they asked me to help John Cena win, I'm in that shit too, right? Oh, and one more small thing too. I don't think they've done as good of a job in terms of marketing young talent, because it definitely does feel like WWE depends a bit too much on their star power and draws with guys like Roman, Punk, Seth, and they don't spend as much time with younger talent, you know, to build them up and market them to be the next guys like that. Besides like Braun, really. But I don't know. Yeah, guys, I don't know. I guess I just kind of wanted to get vent graps out there, you know, and just complain, which is what I said people do too much in the beginning. PG the hypocrite. But thank you guys for coming to my grap talk. I have been your boy, ProGraps to the. If you liked the video, why not drop a thumbs up for your boy and leave a comment about anything I said. You could disagree. If you do, we could argue. We could get it on. Like, you know, comment, whatever. Let's have a convo down below. And guys, we are now PG3K. Man, thank y'all so damn much, bro. You guys literally give me motivation to keep making content and keep going. I like all you that comment. I respond to all y'all because like you guys are dope. Like, this community is great. Like the ProGrapian, Familia, legends, all of y'all, right? Yeah, thank you, and I appreciate all y'all, and I love all y'all so deeply. But on that note, subscribe to your boy, man. Join the Grappy Cord, the ProGraps Discord, first link down below. Pop out, it's a vibe. Follow your boy on Twitch. We be gaming and watching stuff. Pop out, it's a vibe. And alright, I think I got everything out the way. So on that note, I don't really got much of an outro. So I'm gonna leave y'all with a ProGraps out.
Work so hard.